What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. Been busy, really busy. Got a lot of stuff done. Did a lot of shop upgrades. A lot of stuff in my house. I remodeled my living room. I finished that up. And of course the holidays and all that fun stuff. But we're finally ready to start cutting on these axles, start getting all the brackets off, getting it ready. My trusses and everything came in already, so I have all that stuff. But yeah, I can show you what we've done. We got all the insulation finished up finally. We got the old workbench tore out, the new workbench is put in. I got some cabinets put up for some more storage in here, got a full-size fridge. So yeah, we've been busy. I just did it all off camera to get it done, that way I can get working on these axles so I can get my Jeep back. But yeah, I'll walk around and show you what we've done, and then we're gonna get cutting and tearing down. So yeah, here's the new workbench setup. I got some elevator doors, the stainless, are pretty nice. And had enough to make an L out of it. Got some cabinets, some under cabinet lighting. Turned out really good. And obviously the full-size fridge, no more mini fridge. But yes, I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to start working in here again, get some stuff done. Here's the arsenal of what we got to work with for stripping this thing down. And obviously there's all the R-Tech boxes. It's all the trusses, my weld-on high steer arms, pinion guards, all that fun stuff. Yeah, what do you say we get after it? Get this thing tore down, cleaned up, grinded up, welded up, beat up. Let's get to it. All right, let's get started on this 14 bolt. I'm actually just gonna cut these brake hoses, not using them. I'll be using the ones that are on my Jeep. Just cut them, get them out of the way. Wow, that's actually really tough. There's one, little fluid. Grab a pan, try to save the environment so the penguins don't get sick or some shit. All right, let's grab a socket. I'm just gonna take the whole caliper bracket off and caliper all in one. It's gonna stay together. I'm getting new calipers from I think it's Power Stop. To be an 18. I don't want this one to crush the pan. Okay, brackets are off. We'll pound the rotors off next. There she goes. Next on the list, we're going to take off this brake line that runs across the whole thing. Weight reduction. I think next we pull the axle shafts. Give me it back. I must have welded this one in. There she went. Well, didn't account for that. Looks really good. None of the splines look twisted or anything. We're going to be reusing these for now, so yeah, look really good. what you needed. This one looks good too, as expected. Next on the chopping block, try to get these, I guess hub assembly. I don't know. I barely graduated. Okay, one ring is out. There she is. Very important. You don't want to lose that. If it'll even focus on it. Nope. 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 There we go. There's that. There she goes. There's one. Now to the other side, do the same thing. There she goes. Next up, we're gonna get this emergency brake stuff off. Get these nasty rotted backing plates off. Alright, there's gonna be a little more stubborn. You guys are gonna see me using this a lot. Yeah, it's just a torque wrench. It's my old one. It stopped working. It was digital. I got a new one, so now it's a breaker bar. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. There's one. Chess. Checkmate. I think that's like a king or something, or a mayor, I don't know. Man, look at that crusty thing. Oh, I won't bore you with me taking the other side off, so I'll get it off and I'll be right back. Alright guys, look at it. Got all tore down. I'm going to clean these up with a towel a little bit, wipe them down, maybe some brake cleaner, and then I'm going to blue tape them off so they keep as much junk out of there as we can while we're cutting, and also protect this where the wheel bearings go. Yeah, everything's off. I don't really care what it looks like, as long as it does its job. Right, so I'm going to throw some headphones in as earplugs, you know, have a little music on. And I'm just gonna start cutting all these brackets off. See how far we can get. Hopefully get them all cut off tonight. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, everything's coming off. And we can needle scale this thing, get all the rust cleaned up. fill in any spots. There's some spots here where the leaf springs were, or the U-bolts for leaf springs. I might try to fill them in a little bit and sand it down maybe, but we'll see. Man, they weren't lying when they said this is a lot of work. I got all the brackets cut off. Now I'm gonna start grinding them all smooth. I'll take the cut off wheel and cut some more of this off, make it a little less I gotta grind, but man, look at all that, look at that mess. But yeah, let's keep going. Well, guys, I'm calling it a night. First night, I'd say went pretty good. Got this thing stripped down. Gotta do some flap disking, a little sanding, but the hardest part is done, at least for this axle. And from what I hear, the front's gonna be worse with them giant radius arms. But yeah, I don't even know what time it is. It's been a long one. It's 3:04. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. What's up, guys? Good morning. So, last night we got all the brackets cut off of that, right? We're back out here today. I think, obviously that's the worst part. That just sucks. It's not fun. And that's the easy axle. So, I think I'm going to set this one aside for now because it just needs sanded, some flap disc, cleaned up, wire wheeled. I think I'm going to set it aside and start cutting on the Dana 60 front because it's not going to be fun either. I kind of want all that crappy work just out of the way. So I'm going to get this off the stand. I'm going to pull off the radius arms and all that stuff, all the big stuff off of that Dana 60 before I set it up here because it's so heavy. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So let's get after it. All right, guys, first step, let's get these calipers off. One. Work a ratchet. Got to get out Old Faithful. Torque wrench. Whoa! That thing weighs more than you do. Oh, good job. I need that. Oh, let's see if these rotors will come off. Watch out, baby. Watch out. There's one.
Oh, careful.
There's two. There goes my threads. Next, I want to take off this tie rod. It's actually already loose. I'm just gonna have to beat it with a hammer to get it out. There she went.
No.
Oh yeah. Get up in there. Yep. Alright guys, let's get these selectors pulled out of here, then we'll pull the hubs. There's one. It's gross in there. I gotta get that snap ring out. Okay, I'm gonna jack this thing up, make it easier to see. Alright, I got the right tool for the job, I think. Except for I can't see any of the flashlight. Get this snap ring off, everything will be great. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you can probably tell, I was struggling bad. So I called some buddies, found somebody with snap ring pliers that would fit, because I had some, they just weren't long enough. He brought them over, got both snap rings pulled out, so now I'm ready to finally pull the hub assemblies, and then pull the axles, and take the knuckles off. Sweet victory. Now for this side. Number 2. Now we can take our pry bar and pry out the axle to get the seal out of the knuckle. It took a little elbow grease, but I got that seal popped out finally. There she went. Sweet victory. Crusty in there. Oh, looks good though. Now we can get these knuckles off. So I'm gonna try to find the cotter pin in this mess, get the cotter pins out, and then hit it with the biggest impact I got. So these are a lot to hold on to. Man, that's nice. The bottom one's gonna be a different story though. Might have to strap it to this post. I'm gonna try that. Think she went. A victory. I should be able to jack this thing back up. Couple smacks with the hammer, and this knuckle should be off. There she went. One big crusty knuckle. Alright, now that those are off, I think the only unboltable part left is these giant arms. There's one. Man, it makes the axle look so much simpler until I gotta cut off that big ass mount. Slipped out. I hate when that happens. Ruins the whole mood, you know? Slipped out. I hate when that happens. Number 2. These are actually really light compared to what they look like. Alright guys, all the unboltables are stripped off, so I'm gonna get this mess cleaned up, get it ready for tomorrow. I'm not gonna start cutting on this tonight, it's already late. Get it maybe up on the stand, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'll check back in tomorrow when we're ready to start cutting brackets and this whole mess is cleaned up. See you then. Good morning. Day 3 on these axles. Last night I got the mess cleaned up, got the 60 put up on the stand. And today we're just going to start grinding just like we did with the 14 bolt. Hopefully by the end of today I can have this thing, all the brackets off like the 14 bolt and ready to be wire wheeled, flap disc cleaned up. So yeah, I'm going to get ready, get some headphones in. Actually, I'm going to get a fire going first and then just start cutting. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm going to do today is I missed taking off these coil bucket seats. So I'm going to zap them off quick, get all this mess out of the way. Then I'm going to cut the sway bar end links off, pound them down through so they're out of the way. So yeah, let's get to it. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, let's get these end links cut off. There she went. Before I start cutting, I'm gonna run the needle scaler over this thing, get all this loose rust off, keep it from blowing in my face. Hopefully it makes it a little cleaner, but there's scale everywhere, so I'm gonna do that quick, run over this thing real quick just to knock the heavy off, and then we'll get to cutting, see how long it takes. All right, guys, here this thing is after I needle scaled it. It looks much better. I asked some people I know, got some second opinions. I don't think it's gonna make a difference that it was rusty. It cleaned up pretty good. I think once I get the truss put on this thing, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems. So next step, we're gonna start cutting the fun stuff. This thing is crusty though. Look at this pile. Can't believe how much chipped off of this thing. I guess that's Pennsylvania for you, all the crap they put on the roads. Yeah. Let's get to cutting. Alright, let's start cutting. First I'm gonna chop here and probably here, get these bushings knocked out on both sides. Then we can start grinding around and try to get these brackets off. And 4, 4, 2. It's a lot of work, but I'll show you how far I made it. I actually got to leave. Man, I'm disgusting. There's a lot of stuff to cut off, but I'll show you how far I got, and then I got to go do some stuff, and I'll be back on this later. So yeah, I got almost everything cut off of this side. Some cleaning up to do. I'm working on this side. I got this top mount cut off. Yeah, still a lot to do. And look at this pile of brackets and bushings, and it's a mess. Yeah, we get all this cut off, and then we're gonna get this thing sandblasted, and should be ready to coat and put the truss on. So yeah, I'll catch back whenever I'm back in the shop doing some more work. Alright guys, got all the brackets cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and mark out this 2 inches of casting that needs cut off and cut that off to make it easier to get to this piece right here by the knuckle, or the C, because the welds are on the inside there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay that out and get that 2 inches of cast cut off, and then I can keep grinding. Man, was that not fun. I actually had the bar slip and hit myself in the eye. I think I'm gonna have a black eye by tomorrow, but yeah, I finally got this casting out. Check it out. Finally got that 2 inches cut back. Now I can go ahead and cut all this off, and yeah, then start grinding all the rest of this crap off. Stay busy. And look at all this stuff that got cut off. So much. The floor is just covered. What a mess. Well, guys, I'm happy to say that's finally done. It is not fun. It takes forever. I probably have 6 or 7 hours just in this axle maybe, and probably 4 in the rear. The rear is definitely easier than the front. There's so many tight spaces to get into. But yeah, it's finally done. All the stuff's cut off. It's all grinded off. So now I'm actually going to set these aside because we actually have a snowstorm coming in, and I want to clean all this mess up, make room to get my wife's car and my truck back in here so they don't get buried in snow. And I ordered some galvanized weld-through primer. That way I can clean these up with a flap disc, wire wheel, get them all nice and shiny, and then coat them with that, and also coat the underneath of the truss. That way once it's welded on, it's not unpainted and raw metal on the inside. So yeah, until that comes in, which I think is coming in next Monday or so, I'm just going to let these sit because I don't want to make them all shiny and then flash rust and have to redo everything again. Yeah, I'll give you a quick look at this thing, and then we'll catch you on the next one.